Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast number 156. My name is Mistletoe, and I'm here with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast, number 156, Wednesday, April 5th, Hump Day, and a very, very important day here on board the ARK. It's very special as just now, I think less than 20 minutes ago, we have provided the link to the legacy NFT holders that have joined the secret DAO. If you're a legacy NFT holder and you're not in the group, please get a hold of an admin or check the topic here in the main ARK group, and you'll find details of how to connect your wallet to Telegram and be able to join and have the VIP access to download the application, connect your wallet, and have the mobile experience, the game changer. And the smart money calls it the game changer as they understand that the mobile application is an amazing tool to cross the bridge to the world, to the 1.4 billion people that are unbanked. Those are adults around the world that do have mobile devices that can come invest here with the rest of us on the ARK and see fantastic returns, growth on their money to counter inflation, folks. We know where the inflation comes from. We can hear them printing all the way from here. And it's no secret. That is one of the growth strategies here on ARK. We do not want to leave anyone behind.
Alice, I'm looking at your soundboard. Just FYI.
Oh, thank you. Hold on a quick second. Do you hear the music in the background?
No, we don't have any music. Sorry about that.
Oh, all right, guys, hold on. What about now?
The mic sounds good, though. No music.
That's really weird. Okay, we're just going to continue. We are pressed for time, folks. So the state today of the ARK Vault, continuing its growth, 4,179 vault accounts, liquidity on PancakeSwap, 868,100 BUSD, ILC reserves holding steady, nice and stable, 457,086 BUSD. Fantastic $19,000 buy came in today, I think maybe about 3 hours ago. Smart money just keeps piling in, folks. Spark price pool, 479.07. That's a street value of $2,735.72. Today, we're going to find the 107th Spark Prize winner here live for all of you. Our special guest is Kelly Snook, as well as we have Brendan, who's going to do a presentation for us. But before we get to that on the All Aboard, we're going to check in with Brett Norton. He's going to tell us all about the mobile app and how to use it and what else is happening here. Hope you're doing well.
I'll keep. I mean, this is the news, right? The mobile app. Everybody's been waiting for it. So, if you're in the DAO group, I posted the instructions about 15 minutes ago or so, and it has the download link in it. Only your NFT wallet is able to interact with the PWA. So, test it out with that one. Provide us feedback in the DAO channel. And we'll make tweaks, improvements, and then we think about a week we'll launch to the rest of the community, assuming everything goes smooth and everyone's excited and happy, and we can work out any kinks that are in the current version of the PWA. So that's about it. Otherwise working on the other elements, but I think we should probably just save those for our discussion tomorrow since we've got such an action-packed schedule. What do you think?
I think that's great. And let's turn it over to Mistletoe and let's get the All Aboard started.
All right. So tonight we got Brandon, the passive income guy. He's a newer YouTuber that just started covering ARK, and he's actually going to do a live presentation for us. So change it up a little bit and give us a little fresh beginning for a new kind of all aboard session. So Brandon, are you able to share your screen and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should. I just need to figure out how to actually share it on this app.
Yeah, so if you just go to the top left, there's 3 little dots, and then you can just hit share screen.
Boom.
Awesome. So before we get started, I just want to remind everyone we do have the sweep widget. It is how you get onto the fancy wheel at the end here, how to win $50 to $100 worth of BUSD. I will post that link back in the main chat again. So if you got a couple minutes, make sure you enter, and I will extend that for an extra 15 minutes just so everyone can get into. So let's try to smash that new all-time high. And Brandon, the floor is yours. You can take it away.
Sweet. I know all of you guys love that sweet 2% daily. I know I do, but as all things happen, they do come to an end. So we need to make sure that we are making sure we are refilling our I think it's called principal balance. Let me pull up my dashboard actually so I can not give wrong information. But once you get to a certain threshold point, it drops to 1%. If anybody has read the white paper, super important to keep above 2%. This drops to 1% if your net deposit value goes under 0, it becomes negative. So we want to keep refilling this NDV or net deposit value so that we constantly are earning that 2% because obviously 2% is better than 1, and the more you can compound, the more profits you're going to get. So I'm just going to go over my strategy. Obviously, do what works for you. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've always tried to find things that created an ultimate infinite money loop, and I've done this with real estate and crypto, essentially just leveraging crypto, borrowing against my crypto, taking out, like doing a line of credit, say through Nexio or whatever, and then buying real estate. You can do the same thing with just crypto in itself. And so I've been a fan of doing it with crypto and then leveraging my assets. And you can do this with ARK, which is super exciting because you can keep that 2% going indefinitely. So let's get into the juicy details. This is for those that commented on my video already through the what is it called? The little widget you guys have. Thank you so much. You might see this before, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the $2,500 rewards was from the ARK prize pools that you guys do daily. I really appreciate that. So if you guys haven't joined ARK yet, you definitely should. If you guys are just here on the podcast, just listening, you haven't, it's an amazing community. I highly recommend to join right away. If you haven't deposited $250 in bond, then you are not eligible. I have. If we go to my foundation, you can see I've put in the minimum. The reason being is because this is the beginning of the infinite money loop or using an NFT. The reason being is it mints a different token than what it is. So for instance, when you buy real estate, you get an asset and you get minted cash, or I guess rents. Or if you buy, say, a car rent. So I rent out my vehicles, I have an asset, which is a vehicle, I rent it out and I get cash. And then I can take that cash and reinvest it into, say, more real estate or a car. The same principle applies with your foundation. So the more money you put into your bond value, you're going to get more rewards paid in BUSD. And then you claim those rewards and buy more ARK, which then completes the loop of your vault, because you need to keep replenishing your net deposit value in order to keep those 2% rewards going. And so if we look at my actual start of ARK, this was a couple weeks ago, and I think I started with 82 principal balance, and now I'm at 102 in just a couple weeks, just by compounding my rewards and then refilling this net deposit value with my foundation rewards. And literally, you're not having to invest anything extra because it just continuously pays. And then obviously with how ARK is set up, they want you to take profits. And that's what keeps it so sustainable, is people are actually taking profits and reinvesting and compounding their rewards. So in doing so, you create this infinite money loop of depositing ARK, getting essentially your ARK tokens, getting BUSD, buying bond. So essentially, let me just get a little graph here, a little drawing thing here. Get ARK, cash out for BUSD, get bond, earn BUSD, earn BUSD, buy ARK. So it creates this circle from start to finish, which then compounds rewards without having to invest any extra money, because you're getting multiple tokens that play off of each other. And so, like I said, I've done this with real estate. I've done this with a car rental business. You can do this with any kind of asset. I mean, if you look at you look at Elon Musk, how he bought Twitter, he had his Twitter stock, leveraged it, bought Twitter by borrowing against it. That's essentially what you're doing kind of with this, is you get ARK, you cash it out for BUSD, get bond, earn BUSD, and buy ARK. And you keep compounding those rewards and building these bags. And essentially, you're going to not have to worry about becoming financially free, because you're able to get 2% daily constantly. It's not going to drop because you have your BUSD buying in more. And then obviously you can take profits at any time. And then you supersede that with getting your legacy NFT. And by the way, for those that don't know and are wondering, hey, how much do you make with holding an NFT or holding bond? The minimum for bond is $250. You have to go a little bit more because obviously the tax rate there, but you get about 50 cents a day with 250 bond. And with a silver NFT, you actually get $2.30. And that doesn't include the money that's going to be coming in the future from outside investments. The mobile app is going to be one of those things that help, I believe, with this progress. So that's going to compound your rewards even more. So not only that, but this is obviously a scarcity play because there is only 3,000, 500, and 100. So these are going to go obviously up in value as time goes on. But yeah, that's essentially what my play is. Obviously, like I said, not financial advice. I'm going to constantly take my rewards, put them into bonds, earn BUSD, and buy more ARK, which is going to keep that 2% going. Because if you, at some point, you go below, like I said, going below that that negative balance, you're going to drop down to 1%, and no one likes 1% rewards because it's not 2%. So why everyone's here is to get that massive gain. So that's my strategy. I do plan to buy an NFT just because of the fact that, one, you get a DAO vote, you get more rewards than bond will play down the road, and there's so many different opportunities, and you can upgrade your NFTs down the road by burning. I don't know if it's a burn mechanic, if someone can clarify, but I know that once you buy one, you can pay the difference and upgrade them. I don't know if it releases that one or burns it, but if it does burn it, that's going to make it even more scarce, and it's going to go up in value when those are completely gone for sure. So that's my strategy in a nutshell. That's about it.
Thank you so much, Brandon. That was awesome. I'm actually not, let's go. Round of applause. I'm actually not 100% sure on that question. That's a good question. Does anyone know if you upgrade from a silver to a gold, it just goes back?
It doesn't get burned. It just gets returned to the silver pool.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, awesome job, Brandon. Thank you so
awesome
much.
Too.
Yes. Awesome. Does anyone have any questions about Brandon's strategy? There was a change up of a live presentation, so thank you. That's really cool.
I have a question.
I have a question.
My question in relation to Brandon's strategy, is that going to work up until we get to 4,000 ARK and then we can't deposit any more money? Is that one of the rules from memory?
So I know that there's a max wallet, I believe, of what is it, 80,000 ARK. So that's, I mean, ultimately, that's when you start. Well, you should be building a team if you're looking really to maximize your gains, or you can just take some of your profits and obviously start a second wallet to continue those rewards, and then the same rules apply.
Yeah, the second wallet strategy would definitely be the play there, because the 4,000 ARK is the limit for a max deposit, and then 80,000 is actually the max you can get paid out. So 4,000 deposited is actually the max you can get. But then exactly once after you reach that cap, you could just open up another wallet.
And it's important to have that second wallet too, because of the fact that those rewards get passed up if you don't have any bond. It goes to the Guardian wallet. So having that secondary wallet under you allows you to kind of pay yourself and then compound your rewards even further.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Does anyone else have any questions?
I have a question regarding buying the bond, generating the profits to buy the ARK. Is that what you're doing? Like,
yeah. So we get paid BUSD from holding bond. Oh, by the way, great breath session yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Or was it the day before? I think it was. I was on traveling yesterday, so I was definitely there for your breath session. But yeah,
okay,
so
good.
By holding bond or the NFT, you get paid in BUSD, and that BUSD is what is needed to buy ARK. So in doing so, that's how you continuously increase your net deposit values. And if it goes like below 0% or a negative number, then you drop down to 1%. You're not earning as much rewards.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just have another strategy where when it gets to 1, I just put in my profits into the ARK again. Like I re-compound, not using the bond, but I like the idea. Thank you.
Yeah. If you use so if you auto compound, so say for instance, should I pull up my screen again real quick? Let me go to here, share this. So as you can see, I redeposit my rewards. In doing so, it doesn't drop my net deposit value that much. I think it's a very, very small amount. So I can compound my rewards even faster. But with the auto deposit, I can't scroll down because I'm sharing my screen. With the auto compounder right here, it doesn't auto deposit back into the dashboard. It actually takes it and put it into your wallet. So as you can see, I was on vacation yesterday, so I have some ARK in here because I use the auto compounder, and it does automatically take those profits to your wallet. So you can either then just max and deposit and prove ARK, or you can cash those out and buy BUSD and then deposit that into your foundation to get more bond. So it just really depends. Obviously, there's a million different strategies. Do what works for yourself. But this seems to be working for me. As you can see, I have BUSD, and then I'll just take that and buy more ARK with it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. How do I stop sharing?
Awesome. Anyone else have any more comments or questions?
Yeah, I got a question. This is Royal. With the bond, in order to get access to unlocking the referral rewards, a player would most likely have to pay the $250 minimum to put into the bond in order to get referral rewards. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's retroactive, because I had a lot of I would say people visiting my Medium posts and my YouTube channel, and I didn't have any bonds. So I don't know if I missed out if anyone joined my syndication. So my suggestion, if you are really serious about starting the team, I would highly highly recommend getting bond before, because it doesn't show you if you have anyone under your downline essentially, or your syndication as you deposit or before you deposit it. So I, right when I noticed that I was getting a lot of traffic and people commenting and engaging and clapping on all my content, I didn't get any buy-ins, so I didn't show any buy-ins. But after depositing bond, it showed I have one level down. So there is a mix. You can have an NFT and bond, so I think they work together. There's a nice little post that someone posted where it shows like the different levels with silver NFT and bond, or a gold NFT and bond, and how many levels deep that goes. But yeah, I would, if you are serious about getting a syndication going, you would definitely want to get that bond in as soon as possible. And that's the first level starts at $250.
Gotcha. And as far as like the rewards, what are the rewards for someone depositing into the contract if I did have some bond? Like it's like a 5%, 10% that goes in directly.
Yeah, I believe it's 5% on deposit, and then I believe it's a round robin, and at that point, depending on how many levels you have, it will go through your levels, or it will go to the Guardian, depending on if no one has bond on your next level up.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Ready to turn it into a pro. Good job. Let's go.
I am a pro. I'm pretty well versed in these projects.
Let's go. Great questions. We're here all the time to answer questions, and we don't usually get as many questions as Brandon just did. Sheesh. That's amazing.
And I wasn't even letting you guys answer them. I was answering them because I know the product.
You know we're hiring, right?
I love you guys. You guys are doing awesome. Just keep it up.
Thank you so much. And great presentation. We enjoyed that very much. Brandon, thank you.
You were very welcome. You guys keep doing what you're doing, and I can't wait to the app. I'm definitely going to, I don't know if you guys are doing this, but I'm definitely depositing my bonds, continuously buying more bonds, and then from there, I'm going to cash out my bond and upgrade to an NFT so that I can be part of the DAO, because that's where the money's at.
Yes, sir. And Brandon, before you go, can we get a let's get this crypto?
Let's get that crypto with ARK Finance.
Yeah, let's get this crypto.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.
All right, folks. Well, in the interest of staying on time, let's go ahead and see if there's any questions. Check in with Kelly Snook, see how she's doing, how she's feeling, and have our community come and ask questions to the one, the only, the legend, Kelly Snook.
Hey, everyone. I'm here to answer weekly questions about calculators or strategy or really anything else. Anybody got any questions?
Do you answer when Lambo?
I do not answer that question. I defer that question to you.
Funny enough, people don't ask that, which is so great when you're surrounded by a bunch of smart money investors smiling ear to ear, gotten their ROI, working already under 2x, some under 3x, stacking up their legacy NFTs. They're getting these great strategies. Did I say it right this time, Kelly?
You did not. You did not, but we know what you mean. We know what you mean. And we love that your strategies sound like strategies, but it's good. It's good. You got this.
I can say stratosphere.
There you go.
I think, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
The stratosphere of the ecosystem here at ARK. But folks, step right up, unmute your mic. Kelly is here in the building.
I have a question today.
Go for it.
What, in regards to the calculator, I don't know if that's yours, the one on the app.
No, that's Rebecca's, my sister's. But I can try and answer it. If I don't, and I can actually ask her.
Yeah, is there an easy way to find out, like when you put, like let's say additional, I'm going to put some money ARKs in, be able to get how much money by when are you going to, the total money that you're going to make, let's say, instead of
I see.
Well,
Yeah,
at the end
I
of the
see.
year, like at the end of the year, I'll make, 20,000, and the second year so many, because what it shows is a total, and then you have per day for each of the year, not the total amount. Is there, you have you kind of, at least what I know is I have to search all the way down and say, oh, okay, on 12/31, I'm going to have 50,000. I have 3,000 now, and then I do it that way. But
maybe that's a good question for Brett, because Brett worked with Rebecca on just how to display all the information. My understanding is that it summarizes what you're looking for just right there up at the top. That gives you the total amount. But I'm actually not sure if you're talking about adding a certain amount on a certain day and then seeing the total amount. I'm not sure about that. Maybe Brett can, you too. Maybe Brett can address that. Brett, do you know what he's asking?
It's yeah, I can see it's a recap for the whole process, like 140,000, but I can't find like a year, like for the first year, second year, what's the total? Like
there's a slider. So whoever's got the screen up, there's a slider on the calculator. If you go under the more there, you can click on the calculator. But there's a slider, and if you slide the slider, the number of days, it should be changing the numbers on the right, so you can slide it to however many days you want to check.
Oh.
See that number, that days?
Yeah.
That days?
Okay.
There you go. That's it. Right there.
That'll tell you what the.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Can you see that over on the right? The numbers are changing.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
All right. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm a beginner in this thing.
That's great. Welcome.
And you've got your own private coach every Monday, your own coaching sessions. And I heard you guys spent a couple hours onboarding a new investor in a different language.
Yeah, I'm first investor in Peru.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go, coach, building that syndicate. Who else? Who's next?
I have a quick question. This is Royal again. Is there a like a marketing or some type of education that I can send out to individuals in regards to ARK, instead of just like explaining a white paper? Like, is the marketing solely left upon to the individual investor? Reason why I asked, because this is such a great project, and my great aunt is the Prime Minister of Barbados, and I've been wanting to get this type of information into her hands, but there is a barrier to a knowledge entry about cryptocurrency in general. So I was trying to see if ARK has rolled out any type of marketing pieces or one pagers or something in order to share this information to someone that has never really heard, about the DeFi space. I didn't know if there was like some type of education that can be put in play, or if this is just for people who are already crypto enthusiasts.
Great question, Royal. Great to see you again, my friend. And we have a ton of material from our very own content creators, from experts in crypto, and that's, folks that are doing Medium articles, folks that are doing YouTube videos. So there's a whole encyclopedia, we could say, of these type of materials as well. We are bringing out our own presentations, primarily geared towards the novice investor, the average Joe and Jane who has never heard of DeFi and crypto. And I don't know if Brett's able to speak, but he's put together, something really, really fantastic. A lot of material that is also going to be part of the Zoom presentations. Brett, are you there, sir?
Yeah. Yes, I'm here. We do have a full landing page that we're going to release shortly, which is basically like the top of a sales funnel. And we'll have the presentation is completed. What we're doing is putting together how we're going to present the Zoom schedule, the frequency, those kind of things, for having experts present that to other people so they could be able to sign up for a live Zoom call. And then the live Zoom call will be recorded so we could replay it. But then also on the live, they have the opportunity to ask questions, which is kind of unique. So the person giving the presentation can answer some questions that anyone in the audience might have. And then we're also building out the onboarding process that Coach Brad and I think Mistletoe might be doing some work with now, where they can schedule the white glove service and then walk through that whole process as well. So yeah, we're pretty close in having all of that. We're really waiting on the PWA and having that out in everybody's hands and available so that they could download the PWA from the landing page. So yeah, little steps here, but it's going to all, I think, flow pretty nicely. So we'll keep you updated on when the landing page is going to become available, which is kind of a sales story in and of itself. So they could, even just look through the landing page and get some idea of what's going on. But then if they wanted a deeper dive, they could watch the Zoom presentation, and then they could do the full onboarding process that we've been doing at a smaller scale, but we hope to scale that up to meet the demand that we think is going to come with the mass market as we push out with these tools into the mass market.
Great. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? A question? All right, folks, I guess we're going to be moving on to let's do the spin the wheel, Mr. Mistletoe. Get the all aboard completed.
All aboard!
All right. Today we got 69 participants, so we're slowly climbing up there, getting to reach the 100. Thank you for everyone.
Yes, sir. And what are they winning today, sir? Is it a Lambo? Is it?
One day, maybe that Spark Prize will get up to there. But no, today we're winning $50 worth of BUSD. So some cold hard cash.
And what do you have to do to participate and win? Is it difficult? Is it easy?
It's very easy, sir. It's very easy. Every day we have this live sweep widget link. We'll pin it in the chat right after the podcast ends. It takes about 5 minutes of your time. You just have to go in there, like a couple videos, comment, subscribe, retweet some tweets, clap some Medium articles, and you can get your name on this fantastic wheel here for your chance to win $50 to $100. And this is every day, folks. So make sure you enter.
Sheesh. And is it we have to go to YouTube, then we have to go to Twitter, and we have to go all over the place? How does it actually work?
All you do is there's just a list of tasks in front of you. You click the button, it brings you directly to the link. It's super easy. Click the like button, enter your username, and you are entered in for the contest.
So it's pretty much automated. It guides you through it. You click, go to the next, click, and so forth.
Oh yeah. Takes 2 to 3 minutes.
And what is the network effect? Why do we do this, Mistletoe?
Well, we do this to push the algorithm. And honestly, every single content creator that I've talked to really appreciates this. So everyone that does enter, just know, like, even if you don't win, it is very valuable that you're doing this because it helps push the algorithm for even just the smaller creators that are creating their new channel for their first time, putting their first video out. And it's pretty cool to see, their phone blow up. They get all these comments, these likes, and it's awesome. So yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing. Let's get that all-time high. Let's reach 100 plus.
Let's get this crypto.
Oh, god damn.
Oh yeah, let's get this crypto.
On the count of 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Is he on here? Raphael, congratulations. You won $50 at the BSC.
Ooh, baby.
Let's go. Well deserved, my friend.
You say, stop the truck just to get it done. Mistletoe, you say you were going to stand there for 15 minutes. I stopped the truck and did it.
Let's go.
Great.
I love it. That's awesome, man. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
Pretty soon, Raphael, you're going to have to back the truck up to load up all that ARK. You're going to be winning. Sheesh, my friend.
That's awesome, Raphael. That brought a big smile to my face on a otherwise pretty rough day. So congrats, dude. Good job.
We got you back, Brandon. Don't worry about it. Don't let the Matrix get to you, you know? You'll be
Thank
back.
you.
You'll be back. Keep doing the right thing, and, you know, we have a guy that takes care of us, you know? You'll see.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome. Hey, and I'm happy to hear that the new investor got in. I think Coach can testify what a presentation I came across to them. So I'm glad that they made the decision.
Yeah, Rafael, I was going to say that you deserve that win for the presentation that you did to Christian.
Yeah.
It made a difference for him to join today.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
The teamwork makes the ARK float. And boy, is it floating and is it moving with the current. Printing, my friends, getting everybody here every single day paid out. You don't have to hodl and you don't have to wait for the FOMO pump. You don't have to put candles to the Santos. My friends, you are earning every single day here on the ARK. And the next step here is to do the Spark rewards. It is at $2,824.57 worth of ARK. 494.67 ARK. We're going to unleash it. Hopefully, it is you. If you want to call out to Sparky and say, here, Sparky, come on over. It is my turn to win, my friend. The odds are in everyone's favors here on the ARK, and you can win more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. There is no limit to how many times you can be a winner. It's just a matter of your lucky stars and your lucky day. You can ask around some of these great investors who've already won, some of them several times already, rejoicing as they are officially in the Nitro mode. Today we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to play some music to release the beast that is ARK. Yesterday there was an issue with the node. I don't know if you guys remember when you were here. We had to fire it twice live. Then I went while Z was doing the DeFi sessions, and I did it a third time, but I had to get the folks from the dev room to come here and work with me to fire it away. So we've upgraded to a different node. Let's see how it goes. So we'll see it go on its own to 0, and then I'll stop the music and we'll announce the winner. So sit back, calm, cool, and collected, earning on the ARK, folks, and let's get this crypto.
Initial love
I'm far away in another place, holding out to more, just as your pillow, waiting for your love. You in all the ways, in another place, all I'm thinking of, just can't get enough. You, will I be everywhere I go? This is it. Oh, my mind, wherever I go. When I far above, we strolling today. Though I'm far away, the fantasy I love, just can't get enough. You, will I be everywhere I go? Your love when I'm far away in another day, holding out to more, just as your pillow, waiting for your love. You in all the ways, in another place. All I'm thinking of, just can't get enough.
All right. We're still waiting for it to completely finish the VFR transaction. Mr. Z, while that's happening, do you mind going ahead and doing the DeFi sessions?
Yo, Atlas. How's it going, everyone? Atlas, today
Great. Happy to have you here.
Yeah, the DeFi session is going to be quite long. It's going to be a long one today. There's a lot to cover.
Is it bullish? Is it bearish?
What do you say? What do you say? Should we wait for Spark first and then go into it? Because it is going to be quite long.
No, because we're doing something here on the back end to as we updated the node. It's going to take about 2 minutes, but then I might have to refire again. So I'll just interrupt you when I know it's done.
Okay, awesome. Let's do it in that way. So, Mr. Toad, can you tell me if you can see my screen?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good to go. Okay, the first thing I want to sort of show you guys is we have finally organized a session every Thursday, an hour before the ARK podcast. We'll do an airdrop army session, and this is pretty bullish. I'm looking forward to this, and I've created the event in our Discord. So if you go to our events tab here on the top left, you will find that we've created a airdrop army session task, and we will be covering ZK Sync. So we're going to touch all the layer 2s and learn about Starknet. We're going to learn about ZK Snarks, and we're going to win these airdrops. We're going to play on these testnets, and yeah. So ZK Sync is something that me, Colin, and Taylor in the background we've been working, and we've actually created a whole document. Isn't that cool? So we've created a whole document on step-by-step proceedings of how we add the mainnets, how do we add the RPCs to MetaMask, how we mint an NFT, how we swap a token, how we do things in testnet, and all so forth. So Crypto Colin, like if you're here, kudos to you. And we're going to have the first ARK airdrop session tomorrow. So do look forward to that. I will drop this PDF tomorrow, and then we can work around it through the week. So that's the first thing. So do show your interest. Do click the event and click the interested button, and it will ping you a reminder tomorrow when we start that. So that's the first thing I want to do. The other thing I want to enhance our DeFi sessions a little bit and give you guys a headline. So there's this subscription I got called an Apes Prologue monthly, and what it does is once a month. It just gives you the highlights of things that have happened in the last week or so, or the last month or so, and things like we're coming up to the 12th of April, and 12th of April is the big Ethereum Shanghai hard fork. As I said, guys, this is the year of ROI dApps staking and long-term vision. So the Shanghai upgrade is something that's coming up, I believe, in a week from now. So people will be allowed to withdraw their Ethereums that so if any of you sort of staked Ethereum on Beacon Chain, you'll be able to withdraw after 2 years, and Lido, FXC, FXS, and a few other protocols are going to be having a domino effect to it. So that's the first thing. And then you can sort of go through this whole thing and go through the different highlights, such as claiming sushi, with 10 million tokens currently unclaimed. After its date, unclaimed tokens will be clawed back. So you get an update of all sorts of things, like even Aave, right? It's a borrowing lending synthetic. So Aave is considering a proposal to deploy a BNB on BNB chain following the Uniswap successful launch. Gucci NFTs in partner with Yuga Labs will launch April the 6th. So tomorrow we're going to have the first Gucci NFT launching out. So yeah, this thing will keep you updated of like the latest things happening in DeFi, and I'll try to make it a regular thing where you guys get it every couple of weeks, and we can sort of work through the monthly monologue, and we'll also do vote sessions on things that I want to make it as interactive for the ARK folks as possible, where we vote on things that we want to talk about. So that's the monthly prologue there. Let's continue. This is big news. This one hit my heart a little bit. We just found out that the Bob Lee was the creator of Cash App. So we all know Cash App as the first sort of you can say synthetic to get all of you into crypto in the USA and Canada, and unfortunately he has passed away, and he was stabbed. And it's unfortunate. This guy is one of the most amazing leaders in tech, and he created. He was working on Square. He created Cash App, and he was really a big you can say fan of DeFi, and he really liked how things were getting decentralized. And how things so yeah, it's a big event. So yeah, Bob Lee passed away. So do put a prayer out for him. So that's the first thing I want to start off with. The next thing I want to touch is some good news. So after you can say MicroStrategy's paid off their loan to Signature Bank. I think they had a big loan that they took out, and so MicroStrategy's paid off that loan, and they added another 1,045 Bitcoins to their crypto treasury. So that makes MicroStrategy one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin in the world right now. Bullish, straight bullish. So the title reads, MicroStrategy adds another 1,045 Bitcoins to its growing crypto treasury. So now in total, MicroStrategy hold 140,000 Bitcoin at a value of $12.6 billion, right? So Michael Saylor did throw a news event on it because it's a limited company, and they have to. So 8K in sort of like company policies, you do a 10K for like your annuals profit and loss, but 8Ks are things that you publish on the SEC website when you are making a big purchase or you're selling an asset or there's a merger or something. So yeah, this is the 8. Really cool. Like he posted the 8K. You can say investment relationships and explained in that, like, so if you guys want to go into the rabbit hole, see how companies do it. He did. Michael Saylor did post how they acquired and how they signed it up to the SEC. So that's big bullish news, which makes so Michael Saylor could be the future Satoshi if he keeps going and buying up the bags. So that's bullish news. It's good for Bitcoin. It's good for crypto overall. And he doesn't seem to want to sell it off. He wants to lock it up and keep it staked up. So we're going to hear more about that. So that's bullish news. Then I wanted to show you how the future metaverse is panning out. So if you guys know about OKX, OKX launched its first metaverse project, and what they did was they got the soccer star Ruben Diaz from Manchester City to do an interactive training session, and it's pretty cool. Do you guys want to see a little demo of it? Give me a yes or no.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this is what the metaverse is. So so I'll put the links in DeFi links. So if you go to okx-metaverse.com, you'll see how they're interacting with this. So if you guys can see my screen, I'm just going to interact with it here. And I thought this was pretty cool.
I'm Ilkay Gündoğan, and welcome to the OKX Collective Metaverse. You are one of the very first in the world to be here with OKX and my teammate, Ruben Diaz. Check out Ruben's elite training routine now. And don't forget to explore and see the exclusive prizes up for grabs. Make sure you come back soon to see what I've been up to. And stay.
So you basically create an avatar here. It's really cool. So I'll do a random avatar here, and I'll click continue. And then you can use your sort of analog stick, or you can use your mouse cursor to move around metaverse, but it looks something like this. I thought this was really, really cool. So you can basically look at the latest updates. You can see events within the metaverse, and this is just the start. It's gonna be much more interactive. They're gonna be doing a bunch of testnet stuff in the metaverse, and you can actually like create your avatar to go around it and keep up to date with a lot of things. And I thought this was really, really cool. So you can sort of change the different factions of where the avatar goes. You can basically so soon you're going to meet other friends and stuff like within the metaverse and talk soccer and talk and explore the different updates within. This is how OKX's metaverse is going to kind of look like in the near future. Mistletoe, are you able to see my screen, or is it just me?
Yeah, we can see it. It's a little bit laggy, but that's just Telegram.
Oh, no. Yeah, so it was just to show you guys a little preview, but you guys can go to like OKX and interact with it yourself. But yeah, this is how fan clubs are going to interact. You're going to have weekly updates on your soccer team, and you're going to be basically interacting with their training sessions, and it's going to be a much more like personal experience than I thought it would. So yeah, kudos to OKX. They launched their metaverse, so you can start to interact with it here and train with Ruben Diaz. So that's the first thing. Let me give you some notes from here. So yeah, cryptocurrency exchange and Web3 technology developer OKX has been active in the space over the last month, with the latest announcement on its first immersive metaverse fan experience, part of its OKX collection. On April the 3rd, the company revealed a collaboration with called Train Like Diaz with one of the brand ambassadors and Manchester City footballer Ruben Diaz. And they're looking to do it with other things like NFL and tennis and other things. So I'm going to see. We'll keep it up to date here and see if there's any testnet activities we can do on the metaverse and keep interactive with this. So that's really cool. The metaverse is being redefined this year. So that's the OKX thing. I put the thing there. Now in some DeFi news. Cosmos ecosystem. I think some of you hold bags and Atom token. It's a really cool ecosystem and a really big mainnet that has like many big VCs behind it. So do look into Cosmos, and Cosmos are starting to restructure the tokenomics of their token Atom, and so the title here reads. Cosmos Hub searching for research team to revamp Atom. So they did a vote earlier. They did a governance vote on their DAO, and they asked the crowd if they want to move on to Atom 2.0. So an earlier governance vote had turned down a proposal dubbed Atom 2.0 to revamp the Atom tokenomics, citing that there had been a lack of clarity and that the proposal itself has been too broad. Honestly, I really like the way DAOs interact with their communities. So when it comes to like important governance proposals and stuff, I can't wait to see what we do at the ARK with our DAO. But this is how the mainnet interacts. You basically put up a vote of things that you want to do. It could be an investment, it could be an interaction, it could be an extension, it could be any sort of, you can say, governance proposals, and then there's a vote that the holders do. And so right now Atom are looking through ways of revamping their tokenomics. So this is a quote from ADAO. So they write, the last phase of the process is selecting and funding one or multiple teams to contribute to the implementation roadmap. The teams interested in making the vision a reality can also apply to win grants, grant funds from AADAO. So yeah, Atom are going to be doing big things, and they're looking to revamp the tokenomics of their token Atom. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now the last thing that I want to cover is a big proposal here. So we know Justin Sun, the founder of Tron. He had a big stake in Huobi. So Huobi, as we know, is a big centralized exchange. It's a DeFi ecosystem as well. And they are and he was looking to sell his stake. Are you ready to do it, Sparks?
No, sir. That just fired off on itself. I'll beat it.
No worries. This is the last thing. So Binance rejected Justin Sun's offer to buy Huobi stake. This is quite big. So Binance has no interest in buying Huobi due to its rumored ties to China, according to a person familiar with the situation. So according to, this is all rumor. Please don't take my words, but this is what the article writes. It writes that basically Justin Sun basically personally vouched to CZ to buy out his stake in Huobi. And the Binance sort of team rejected the proposal because of Justin Sun's ties to China, because they're trying to limit their exposure there. So this was so then Justin Sun came out in public, I believe on Twitter, and denied it. So this was what he said. He goes, "I must point out that in the past week or so, I have not proposed any offer to CZ regarding the purchase of Weeby, nor have we discussed Weeby in the past week or so. We don't have any comments to share." That's what Binance had to say about it. But yeah, it's been in the news for the past like 3 to 4 months. So we've been following this thing a little bit to see if Binance become owners of Weeby. That'd be a big merge if it does happen. So if it does happen, you heard it here on the ARK podcast. But I think that covers my DeFi session. I tried to make it as short as possible. As I said, we're going to do more votes on the DeFi links in the near future, so we can talk about and have discussions on things that you guys want to cover. But do look into the event here at ARK Airdrop Army and do show your interest. We will do it an hour before the podcast, so it will be 7 p.m. UTC, 8 p.m. GMT. And I wish I could tell you the American time, EST, but I'll do that in the near future. But yeah, do show your interest, and I think that covers the news. Thank you, guys.
Should be 3 p.m. EST, by the way. If it's 7 p.m. UTC, yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome. 3 p.m. EST, guys. See you guys there tomorrow.
What other alpha do you have? As we're still working on the thing here, we probably got another 5 to 10 minutes. If you got any more material, sir.
Okay. Thank you. I will go through more then.
Hey, Z, let me ask you a question real quick before you get off some of the stuff you talked about. With that company that bought 140,000 Bitcoin, what would that look like, a purchase? I mean, I know that, obviously if you bought that much from one, you're going to pay a lot more from Bitcoin. Would they have gone to several different liquidity pools or exchanges to buy from, obviously, than to just one spot? Or what would that look like to buy that much Bitcoin?
Yeah. Let me go into the SEC filing real quick. I'll make it real brief. But the way MicroStrategy do it is, I believe they have connections within Citadel and other big exchanges. And what they do is so Citadel and BlackRock are MicroStrategy's main, you can say, suppliers. And what they do is, so what Michael Saylor does is he makes a proposal to Citadel, and then Citadel do a credit check, I believe, and that's why I like the 8K filing. If you guys go into like the 8K filing, it basically let's see if we can kind of go here. Let's see. So Class A common stock valued at ThinkSense, MSTR, NASDAQ. Yeah, this is just the first page, but maybe in the next session I can kind of show you how MicroStrategy do the purchase. But yeah, because they don't purchase like us. Like we can go to like Binance, or we can go to OKX or to like a private brokerage and buy a couple of Bitcoin. But if you're looking to buy the amount that they are, like 1,400 or like 1,000 Bitcoins, or you're trying to buy 30 million, so you have to go through Citadel, or you got to go through BlackRock. Hope that explains it.
Yeah, it did. That is. I'd like to know what you would think it would be disclosed somewhere, the actual amount that they bought the Bitcoin at what price,
In fact, you know what we'll do tomorrow, Realtor? We'll go through the 8K filing on SEC tomorrow, and we'll see the price as well. I'm sure in the 8K it's written at what price they agreed to, and stuff. But yeah, whenever like BTC hits a bottom, like if I go into trading here, whenever I've seen BTC hit a bottom, I've always seen a news article from Michael Saylor. This was when the bull run was happening, but I'm sure in the bear market it's the same thing. So whenever you see big institute moves like this, when you see price hit, let's say 27,300, realize this is when this is the Michael Saylor wick. I call it, and a bunch of other whales that everyone sort of buys it up from here. So when you see wicks like this, like I sort of in my head, I'm saying to myself, Michael Saylor bought the dip. So I'm speculating he bought it at 27,300 to like 27,500. So we'll look into the AK filing tomorrow to tell you the exact number. Thank you.
Fun. That's cool. Appreciate it.
Kind of interesting that it was around a similar time that a news article about the government selling a whole bunch of Silk Road Bitcoin was around the same time.
Yeah, you're right. Silk Road BTC auction, you're absolutely right. That so Fed auctioned, so that was 13.5 million, right? So what happened was so now we know Silk Road is basically being auctioned off now. You know, we know what happened in Silk Road, and now so what happens is usually when the Fed or like, you know, the agencies, they confiscate certain assets, then they auction it out and put it back into Treasury. Fed's auction. So this happened in March, right? 5th of March. They auctioned out 13.5 million worth of Silk Road Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be cool if it was at the same time of Michael Saylor's purchase? That'd be pretty cool.
Sell it to, right? Maybe Citadel.
Maybe. Dude, maybe you're onto something here. Maybe Citadel did purchase this 13.5 million and then they sold it on to Michael Saylor. Wouldn't that be cool? If that's what happened. So the Marshall conducted auctions in June and December of nearly 80,000 Bitcoins, man. 80,000 Bitcoins during Silk Road raid in 2013. Dude, Ross Ulbricht would have been Satoshi if it wasn't for what happened. That would have been, like, as I said, that's a rabbit hole we can get into. But what did they say about Pantera Capital? Pantera Capital investment fund founded by a former senior hedge fund. Alice, do we have a little bit of night? I've got one article on Pantera Capital. If you want to go.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, one more article, guys. Yeah, today you guys are getting it, man. Let's go. So Pantera Capital leads a 22.5 million investment into Zero Labs for decentralized infrastructure. So Pantera Capital is behind a bunch of big, you can say, projects like your Sandboxes and Decentraland and even Chainlink. So Berlin-based Zero Labs, a company that seeks to build neutral infrastructure linking assets in the global financial system with decentralized application, has raised $22.5 million in a financial round led by Pantera Capital. The funding round also included participation from other investors such as Road Capital, Airtree, Standard Crypto, and Early Bird, and so on. So I've been kind of looking into Zero a little bit, and what they want to do is they want to augment how the current financial assets work. So things like the Nasdaq, the indices, the way gold is traded. They want to basically create a DeFi layer. So it creates a neutral investment scheme for like folks around the world to basically connect their wallets and be able to invest into these ecosystems. So shared on-chain governance and settlements will seamlessly interact with best practice assets onboarding in a regulatory friendly setup. So this is a big issue with currently traditional finance, where we do have you can say a swap of you can say a spread. So when you're trying to buy a thing at a certain price, executing that price action can be a challenge, and we call that settlements, right? So that's what they're trying to do here. So it will be an open source, credibly neutral protocol, where providers of liquidity and collaterals can freely meet in decentralized markets on blockchain rails. Really, really cool. So if you guys want to read that, I did put that up, and yeah, we can go through this Bloomberg article as well, if Bloomberg doesn't ask me to pay for subscription. Yeah, I'll have to subscribe there, but no worries. That's what's happening here. Like we need to see DeFi take a real world use case. We need to see it interact with the current financial system in a way that solves issues like settlements and spreads and governance. So we'll see how this sort of goes through. And if Zero Labs do a testnet, you know, us, the airdrop army, are going to be behind it. So yeah, 22.5 million investment into M0 Labs. So that's big news. But yeah, that covers DeFi news for today, guys. Thank you so much.
We're still here in the back getting the Spark released. So is there any questions or comments from anyone, as we need to buy some time before releasing the Spark?
If that's the case, let me go through this monthly prologue. And you can stop me whenever you're ready. So I'm just going to go through these headlines one by one. And if you guys want to sort of give your comments on it, you're most welcome to.
I like the
title. The first thing was, you like the title, that an Apes Prologue Monthly, right? Let's go. So the first on the list is Ethereum's Shanghai upgrade confirmed for April the 12th. Will enable Ethereum's withdrawals. This event could shift attention towards LSD, benefiting major players such as Lido, RPL, and FXS. Second on the bulletin, Mt. Gox. Creditors have until April the 6th to choose their repayment method, potentially signaling the start of Bitcoin liquidation for both who prefer cash repayments. This is big. So tomorrow, if you guys see a dip in the charts, there's a bunch of BTC being liquidated on Mt. Gox. We covered this. I'm liking how a bunch of these headlines we kind of covered in DeFi sessions. So in a way, we do stay ahead of time here. So this is the headline here. So it reads, as Uniswap version 3 license expired, new forks are likely to emerge across DeFi, with Cake already launching its version with V3. This is going to be the biggest fork of DeFi, guys. Like when developers are able to fork Uniswap, expect all these dexes, including, so here they're mentioning Cake, right? So this is PancakeSwap of Binance BNB chain. So with Cake already launching its version with V3, this trend is expected to boost demand for liquidity management protocols such as Gamma. So yeah, so Uniswap's fork is going to be seen in all different dexes for sure. Joe will launch Liquidity Book V2.1 featuring significantly higher capital efficiency. This I'm not covering so much, but let's go to Curve. So Curve, as we know, Curve is one of the biggest sort of borrowing and synthetic games in DeFi, and Curve are releasing their stable coin called Curve USD. It's you can say ticker is CRV USD. So Curve stable CRV USD is expected to launch soon, with recent increased GitHub activity and leaked UI screenshots suggesting an imminent release. I need to check this out. This can be pretty cool. RPL Atlas upgrade scheduled for April the 13th. The long-awaited outcome. Oh, this is big, this one. So the long-awaited outcome of XRP's lawsuit is expected to be announced soon. Mistletoe, what's your comments on this one? Where do you see the lawsuit going, the XRP one?
I mean, I personally think they're going to win, but I haven't been following it too closely.
Yeah, this is gonna set the statement for a bunch of things that happen in DeFi. I think if XRP win the case on like what they're saying is they are not a securities, so it's gonna be the first time that the SEC get challenged on the label of securities because up till now Bitcoin is not a security, but Ethereum and all DeFi seems to be a security according to Gary Gensler. So. This is going to be a big. So we'll see how this settles. I want to see if XRP settled, or do they? And if they wanted to settle, they could have settled a while ago, but they went and they feel that they had to follow suit and really tackle this aim of calling XRP a security. So yeah, soon we're gonna hear that. That's gonna be really, really big news. So that's the XRP thing. So. After successful private testnet launch of DYDX, it is confirmed the DYDX chain, which is set to launch in September, will have 100% revenue sharing with stakers and validators. Guys, this is another airdrop opportunity. So yeah, DYDX, as we know, is last year I was covering this, and basically DYDX did take over liquidity on Uniswap. So Uniswap was the place to be for most liquidity, and then DYDX took it up by, I think it was $7 billion a day that was being traded on DYDX. So DYDX are doing their private testnet. So we are so maybe an airdrop army will cover DYDX a little bit as well to see if there's any possibilities there. GMX. So we know basically this was on Arbitrum, I believe. So GMX plans to launch synthetics soon, enabling the listings of new assets, and there is an ongoing governance proposal to deploy on Aave version 3 on Arbitrum. That is big. So we know Aave and the GMX play. Guys, like if there's one use case utility that needs to be resolved in the world using DeFi, it's the way we bank. So when it comes to whenever you hear the word synthetics, don't be afraid of it. It means borrowing and lending, basically. So borrowing and lending assets on DeFi will change the way we bank. So GMX is something that you guys should keep an eye on. It has the most liquidity. And they're looking to deploy on Arbitrum. A bunch of different, you can say, ecosystems are looking to deploy on Arbitrum so far. So that's pretty big. Rook has an ongoing proposal to dissolve the DAO and redistribute treasury assets worth 44 million to token holders. We'll look into that soon. What else is there? So the deadline for claiming sushi is April the 23rd, with 10 million tokens currently unclaimed. After this date, unclaimed tokens will be clawed back to the treasury. So if you haven't claimed your sushi swap airdrop up till now, do check it out. Do go onto Sushi Swap's website and see if you're able to claim. Because you never know. Like, the more you interact with things like Polygon and Arbitrum and stuff, Sushi Swap interacts directly with Arbitrum. So if you have been using Sushi Swap or you've been using Polygon in the past 6 to 8 months, do check if you have tokens to claim there. So I did claim mine a month ago. So that's one thing. What else is there? Aave is considering a proposal to deploy on BNB chain following. So yeah, Aave, that'll be pretty cool. If Aave does deploy on BNB chain, it would change the way I would say degens ape into things, because Aave does bring real good utility. I would rather stake my ETH and my stables on Aave and earn off rewards. And if they're taking it to BNB chain, it will clean the house a little bit. So that's the thing. this is something I want to see more. I want to see how Gucci NFT collection works. So Gucci NFT collection, in partnership with Yuga Labs, will launch on April the 6th at a price of 450 ape tokens. I want to see how that works. What is next? So Scroll is another testnet. It's another layer 2 play. That we will cover in airdrops as well. So Aave and SushiSwap are rumored to be launching soon on Scroll. So currently there are testnet activities to be done on Scroll, and I've posted a little of that in the airdrop army chat. So we'll cover that very soon. That's a big thing. So Scroll is going to be a big testnet for layer 2. What else is there? NFT NYC, the largest NFT conference, will take place from April the 12th to April the 15th. If any of you are in New York, I would check this thing out. It's going to be a big play. You're going to, what happens at these big conferences is you have sort of things like Ute, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and your CryptoPunks and a bunch of other sort of metaverse projects like Sandbox and stuff. They do give you insights and clues, and then you meet a bunch of people of your kind, of sort of, you can say, hodlers and DeFi sort of folks that go to these events. So NFT NYC, if you are in New York, do check it out. I wish I could make that. April the 12th. Today is 5th of April, so not like within the next week. I would certainly check that out. Last thing here. So Lodestar Finance and Arbitrum Moneymaker Protocol goes live on April the 8th. Oh my. Lodestar Finance. Yeah, this is something I want to talk about maybe tomorrow a bit more. But it is like 1inch. I'm sure you guys know about 1inch, and Uniswap is an automated market maker itself. So Lodestar Finance is going to be the AMM protocol on Arbitrum. So if there's any testnet stuff to do there, I will check it out for you guys, and we'll talk about it. Wow, we went through the whole list. Are we any closer to Spark?
Not yet. We're still working on it. So what we'll do is we'll just end the podcast, and we'll release it and update through the announcements who the winner is. Or you can, also keep it up. The homepage, it'll show as soon as it's completed. But thanks everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoy the mobile application. Any bugs, please do contact us through the tech support channel. And the folks will be looking at it and taking all your feedback. With that, we want to also thank everyone that participated tonight. The contest winner, Mr. Raphael, as well as Brandon, for being here with us and doing a great presentation live for us here on the podcast. We will be back tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m., 4 p.m. EST, sorry guys, just doing a bunch of stuff at the same time, 8 p.m. UTC. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much. You're welcome to stay, do some Q&A, but I'm going to get back to work with the team here. Thank you for filling in, Mr. Z, and dropping the alpha for everyone. Let's get this crypto, folks. Good night.
Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.